Hey, what's up guys, Andy here, and today I've got another unboxing. As you may recall, I have a literal pile of headphones here at the office, and my current daily drivers are the Sennheiser HD 559s. They're not anything too fancy by audiophile grade standards, but compared to literally everything else I have, they're a really good set of headphones. Currently what I'm doing is I have some speakers hooked up to my computer, but they're really old speakers because we don't have anything newer. And so what's happening is we're using the built-in DAC from the computer, and we're using these powered speakers with a volume knob as a sort of amplifier, and there's a headphone jack on the side that I generally have them plugged into. The problem is that jack is a little finicky because they're old, plus because they're crappy speakers, it's not quite the greatest quality. There's a little bit of a buzzing which is noticeable at lower volumes, and overall, it could use some improvement. So, I talked to the guys over at Schiit Audio, and I took a look at what they would recommend, and today we're going to be taking a look at what is known as the Schiit Stack. So, the Schiit Stack is an interesting thing. Schiit Audio was Schiit Audio simply because the couple of guys that started it, legitimate story by the way, the couple of guys that started it were working in the one guy's garage, and they were so busy, and they were doing like all this hand assembling of all this crap, and they figured, oh, this is actually a viable business, we need a name. And the one guy's wife was a little bit pissed off that he never was able to spend time at home, and he was always working in his garage, you know, because they were, at this point, they were shipping hundreds of orders a day and doing all these things where they were making everything by hand. And so she goes, well, you always say you have shit to do, why don't you just call it that? And thus, Schiit Audio was born. So, it comes in a box that apparently contains another box. Doesn't look like there's any packing in here, it's literally just another box. So, I'm going to try and slide it out of here gently, or we'll just drop it. Okay, there are both of them in here. So, I don't know what's what. They don't appear to be labeled. Yep, okay. So, this is the Modi, or Modi 2, I assume, and this is the Magni 2. They are currently on their second revision, hence the 2. But they originally had just the straight Magni and the Modi, and you used to be able to get those. And I don't know off the top of my head, this is my first set of Schiit stuff, so I don't know off the top of my head, I've never tried. But I don't know how they compare, or if they've made any improvements other than like design and cost and stuff. So these boxes, they're very well packaged. The Modi, at the very least, it's fairly heavy. There's nothing in here much for packaging other than a little taped down little bag. And it's a fairly thick bag, too. And it comes with a little owner's manual and a tiny little bag with 4 rubber feet so that you can stack them depending on which one you want where. So because depending on which one you want where, I'm sure the other one probably comes with it as well. But this cardboard isn't anything simple. It just kind of folds over the top to hold it in place from the top there, and it sits in a little cutout here in the bottom to hold it there. There's no padding in here other than cardboard. Very, very environmentally friendly. Props to you guys at Schiit. So I imagine this is going to be packaged roughly the same way. So, the deal with all of this stuff is that they try and do like environmentally friendly kind of stuff and all that sort of stuff. This one's packaged a little bit differently, but it's basically the same deal. Comes with the same set of rubber feet, comes with the Magni, the owner's manual, and I assume this is the DC thing. Anyway, the Magni and the Modi are both kind of sold together generally, but they're both really cheap. They're $99. So, your Modi is what plugs into your computer. That's your DAC. You've got a USB in, which is a full-size Type B connector. It's just USB 2.0. They don't come with cables, by the way. Schiit does not package their products with cables because it helps them keep costs down, and you generally have these cables around anyway. So you plug it in with a straight USB A to full-size B connector, and it pulls over USB your stuff from your computer, and it uses that as your data information, and it converts it to an analog signal. On the back of the regular Modi 2, we have RCA audio out, which you run via two RCA cables to the RCA audio in on the Magni, which is your amp. And on that, we have a high and low switch for gain, and we have what looks like a power switch on the back, which are just simple toggle switches. And we have a 16-volt AC in, and we've got a volume knob on the front and a 1/4-inch headphone jack with a little indicator light. So when I do put the feet on them, they will sit on my desk, something like this. They're going to slide around now because I don't have the feet on them. But they sit there, they do their thing. They're $99 a piece, so it's a relatively cheap set, and it's generally the set that most people go to. I will be providing a more in-depth review of these later, once I finally get to test them, which I do quite often because I listen to music a lot here at the office, and at home for that matter. So, that being said, that's about all I have for this unboxing. Anyway, Schiit has, from what I heard, some great stuff, and I have great expectations for the stuff that they have here. I'm hoping it will serve me well, and I'm guessing it will get me fairly far in the future. And I will test it out. I will provide a review at some point, although it'll be a little bit tricky to review. And I'll get back to you then. So I will provide links down in the description for those of you who want to buy the Magni or the Modi, or just check out any products on Schiit's website. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, leave a comment down below if you've ever tried the Schiit stack, whether the Magni and Modi 2 or the original Magni and Modi. Let us know what you think. I'm curious to see your thoughts on this, and let me know if you've ever tried any other Schiit products. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you want to buy cool t-shirts like this one, we've got a store down in the description as well. You can check us over out on Teespring, and it helps us to make videos like this one, and you get a cool t-shirt out of it for a relatively cheap price. Other than that, I can also link somewhere on Amazon if you want to buy these, where we'll get a small kickback if you use our affiliate link, although in the case of Schiit gear, I'm not sure why you'd want to, because it's much cheaper to buy it directly through them rather than Amazon. But that's all I've got for you today, guys, so thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to ANT Tech Tips for more videos like this.